history, and we are sure of three things. Firstly, God is a king who keeps his promises. Number two, God is always with his people. Number three, the Israelites, even in 1,000 years, couldn't live up to God's standards. We could never live up to God's standards also. What's really what we need is a Messiah, a Savior. What an incredible rescue plan God has for us. Let's keep going onward to the words to make us wise, beginning with Job. Let's go.
If you missed the lesson, here is the quick version. The courage of one girl saved a nation, and even until today, the Jews remember how God saved them from wicked Haman's plan. They celebrate it through the Feast of Purim, the day Haman threw lots to determine the day they were to be killed. The book of Esther is the last of the historical books. 12 books that cover 1,000 years of history. What have we learned? Number one, God is a king who keeps his promises. Right from his promises to Abraham about a nation and a land, to David about his descendants and his throne, God kept all his promises. He made a covenant with Israel, promises that went both ways. If they were true to God, good things would happen. But if they ignored him and chose to worship other gods, bad things would happen. Now we saw this happening right throughout the historical books. Number two, God is always with his people. He was there with Joshua helping him take over the promised land. He was with the Israelites after Joshua died, raising up judges like Deborah and Samson. He was with them when they wanted a king and helped them find King David. He was with them when the kings messed up and raised up prophets like Samuel, Elijah, and Elisha. He was with them when they were in exile and raised King Cyrus to free them and let them come back home. He was with Esther and Mordecai when Haman wanted to kill them all. He never left them. But above all, number three, we learned that Israelites could never live up to God's standards. Throughout the historical books, all of 1,000 years, the Israelites messed up over and over again. And from the Israelites, we learned that we cannot live to God's standards on our own. We need a Messiah. What an incredible rescue plan God has for us.